So let me keep going. Let me keep going really quickly. Let me keep going. All right, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, okay? So, my name is Dominique Brown, and welcome to Sunshine Brown. Any noise you may hear in the background, please excuse it. I just want to kind of jump on into this video. I just want to jump on in. I don't want to do a lot of, begin talk. You know what I mean? Like, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, so this is a pretty much like a second part. So the video that I just put up, I spoke about opening your mouth, letting someone know something, especially if you are being attacked. Talk about it, okay? Now, let's get back to what I was saying, all right? I had a slight interruption, I had to get off. Listen to this. I want you to hear me. I want you to hear me well. Listen. People want to get rid of what they can't take. Did you hear that? People want to get rid of what they can't take. So what bothers them? What feels like competition? All right? What feels like this? If it has to do with money, I want all the money. Me and someone else will say, I want all the money. I don't want them to get any of it. Let's take them out. There's different things that happen in the world. Not to mention, oh, I like him. I'm into him. I don't want him to look at her. I don't want this. I don't want, I'm the one that's on the job that's the star player. I don't want them to have, it shouldn't be that way because there is plenty. God said there's plenty. There's enough for each of us. Right? Do you see what I'm saying? I know you don't believe it. I know you don't believe it. I know. But I'm telling you right now, believe it. Believe it. Believe it. All right? Now, let's jump straight in. Right on into this. This is something I noticed. Like I said, this is a second part. I did this is recapping. First part, make sure you speak up. There's plenty of reasons you should speak up. Okay? Do you remember back in the day, our ancestors, slaves, certain people in certain professions, certain this, they couldn't speak up. They could not speak up. You have the right to speak up. If someone's doing something to you, there's some kind of attack going on, you speak up. Simple as that. I don't care if you got to write it down, sign off on it. You speak up. Do you understand? You talk about what's going on. I do not believe in now, let me tell you something. You don't want to be crazy. You don't want to be like, speaking on, the people that don't want you to say anything are the very people that participated in your downfall, your attack, your whatever. They had some part in it because other than that, they wouldn't give a damn. They wouldn't give a damn about you making some video somewhere, doing something. They would not care. But when they don't want to hear, when their ears are bleeding, they'll say, please just stop talking about it. There's a lady that I don't think I've met, which I've met and known of a lot of people in my past. A lot of people here, okay? She would always say, I just move forward. Just get your healing. Just, when all the lies are being told. She would always come on the radio, probably some like, I don't know what she is. But she'll be, just get your healing, and you should this, and you should that, and you should, See, when they find out that everybody was wrong, you see what I'm saying? They don't want to hear it anymore. But they didn't realize you hadn't spoken yet, right? Speak up. Somebody's attacking you, speak up. Say something. Let me tell you something. There's some women that I totally admired, right? I never remember those women being, I don't want to speak up. I don't want to speak up. I don't think they got to where they were going not speaking up. Okay? Another thing is, all those young black women that's been killed because somebody done stalked them down, targeted them, and whatever, or being bullied somewhere, bullied at work even. I'm not just talking about young people, older people as well. Have been something that's been going on and they didn't speak up because they wanted to just keep the peace. Fuck keeping the peace. You speak up. You speaking up may just save your life. You understand? You speak up. There's a time that you may want to be silent about it. Sometimes we like to collect information, don't we? Before we speak up. Right? Okay? You want to speak up. People are paying people to lie on you. Some people sit in a place all day and all they do, all their job is with their little fat ass wrist, you hear me, is to sit there and gossip about you. Do you understand? You got to speak up. There's something that people do, and somebody gonna catch me over this. They gonna understand what I'm talking about. I want to just, in the head. There's this thing that people do when certain people come around, certain groups of people get quiet and stop talking. Why the fuck y'all do that? Why do you do that? Why do you do that? You get quiet. I'm like, why are you being quiet? Who the hell are they? Talk. I'm not talking about talking loud. I'm talking about they just shut down the whole talking whatever. I'm not talking about the fact that anyone was loud before or anything like that, you know. Because you know how some people like to call us loud. You better be loud sometimes. You better be. You hear me? Because sometimes when you're a little loud, it tell a motherfucker what it's gonna be. So sometimes you gotta get a little loud. Okay? Now, corruption. After corruption, I should say. Putting your life back together in pieces. Okay? I don't want you to be shocked. There's some times where you're going to be putting your life back together and doing things and taking care of things or whatever. And there's always going to be someone or many in the background somewhere that's going to still be trying to tear you down. Even after they have the correct information, they're going to be tearing you down. Even if they act like they're with you and they supporting you, they're really going to be tearing you down. Okay? I don't want you to be shocked. Be aware. And know how to deal with that, you know, in the right way. Okay? Even when people know that they have wronged you or done whatever, they're still going to pile it up. There are people that are so sick. They're so sick. And they really are sick. When I say sick, there's a sickness going on to a whole nother level where people make up things. They live in true illusions. Okay. I had someone recently bring something to me. And they brought up something in a way to be hurtful. Okay? Or just to see what my feedback would be on it. Or like they were putting something in my face. By the time I grabbed facts and could show them with their physical eye facts, they were in shock. When I could show them what I showed them with their physical eyes, they were in shock. Changed everything. Do you see what I mean by something about how you have to stand up for yourself? Because let me tell you something about when people lie on you and people say this is no big deal. when people lie on you, try to sabotage your reputation, do whatever, smear campaign, however they do it, that also will affect your money. That will, it can definitely, especially if it's done in droves, it can change your life, because they say you don't have to prove yourself. Oh, bitch, somebody had to prove themselves. Somebody had to stand up. If I never stood up, that's what made, don't play with me. Stop playing with people's lives, telling them, you don't need to say anything. Everybody, shut the fuck up. If it's not you, then you shut the fuck up. When a person is finally speaking, you don't want to hear it, you turn that shit off. You go do something else. Let people speak their piece. And some people will not even share how they feel. Don't. If you feel like you just want to talk about it, get in the mirror, talk about it. Make a video, delete it. I've done that. Make a video, delete it. It's still in the cloud somewhere. But I'm just saying, you speak your piece. There'll be less people. There'll be more people alive right now if they would have spoke their piece. There's a lot of times people know what's going on in your life, at your job, wherever you are. But you never say anything. You never say anything. And speak your piece. You're going to have to speak up. You're going to have to speak up because that's just what it is. This is what I notice. You understand? I'm going to close with this. There are people, because I have to go, I'm sorry. There are people that you don't know. You've never met them a day in your life. Okay? And their fixation on talking about you and your life is huge. There is someone, you don't know them, they don't know you, but they know someone that was in love with you. Okay? They know somebody that was in love with you or admired you in some type of way. And they just cannot get that thought out of their mind. They can't get it. They can't get it out of their mind because when they know of you, meaning they have seen you maybe or whatever, heard you speak or whatever, they like, why is it that guy or whomever didn't like me like that? What is it about them? Okay? And no, don't go back. I'm not talking about that one man. Don't do that to me. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this one lady. She admires my child's father. She admires him, baby. He didn't want it, and she can't stop talking about me. So she say good things. She say good things. And then she say a whole lot of other stuff. You hear me? When it comes to a man, she don't want a man with me. Do you hear me? She don't want this helper. Listen. Has a trillion things to say. Don't know me from this, from that, because let me tell you the thing. If she would have known me, she would have never pulled what she has. So she definitely didn't know me. I didn't switch up. I've always been this way. But this is what they tried so hard to suppress. This is what bothered them. So just imagine me having all the clothes, all the heels, all the hats, all the this, all the that. You hear me? And I'm confident. And when I show up, it's a party. It's a party. I'm not talking about one of them kind of parties. I'm talking about a good party. I'm talking about especially the party where we're going to group up and we talking about making some money together. Do you see what I'm saying? It's going to be that. These people tried to put all kinds of labels on me of something else. They did that. And now they want me to shut up. Please. You got the right one. You've got the right one. Anyway. Today is a little gloomy outside, but I'm going to bring out the sunlight. All right? I'll talk to you later. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Thank you.